Pod Jak'd, episode 33, I believe. Only got a couple of topics to talk about, and that'll be it. I always think the episode's going to be short. And then the episode, usually, I think the average length of this episode, even though I know it doesn't matter, who cares, it's usually like 22 minutes. So listen, we might do less, we might do more, I don't know. I just, yap, and some people enjoy me yapping, which is surprising, because you figured, hey man, shut the fuck up already. But some of you like this stuff, and that's pretty cool. We've got a couple things to really talk about, and more things might come up. Pretty much, the first thing I want to talk about is I went live on this channel for the first time in about, let me check, I think it's been a year or a year and a half. And I know some of you was like, oh man, you went live? I missed it. Well, first of all, don't get excited because I didn't take calls. I didn't do the old school live stream where I took calls and I was interacting with you guys and we were talking about Black Pill, MGTOW type stuff. I did a goof type live stream where pretty much I called a party line. And for those who don't know what a party line is, when I was in high school, it says the last live stream I did was a year ago. I don't know if it's exactly a year ago, but let's say a year and some change. Wait a minute, this is around Mother's Day, that's May. Let's say a year and a half ago. So it's been a year and a half, but if you don't know what a party line is, it's pretty much you call this number and it would have different lines, and you would hit, let's say 2, for example. You would be into a room, and there would be guys trying to talk dirty to girls. But this black kid I went to high school with, that was my prank call buddy, he used to go in there and scream to the top of his lungs. He used to go, shut the fuck up, ah! And he used to act like a white guy and talk, be racist and say the N-word to get people pissed off. He used to, interrupt guys' conversations with girls. It used to be really funny. And I wish I recorded these conversations, and I wish I still had those numbers. I'm not sure if they're still there. So I called up some numbers, and the problem is they're for like singles. They're like guys trying to talk to girls and girls trying to talk to guys. So first I went live on one of my comedy channels. I think I had nobody really watching me. And then I said, let me see how many people I can get on my MGTOW channel. And I remember when I first started going live on this channel, back when my channel was booming, before YouTube, killed the algorithm, I had like 70 or 80 people watching me. And I think at the most, I did this for a half an hour, I had 8 people watching me. So that's how this channel's more dead than my cock, folks. But that's okay. So pretty much, I said, you have to leave a message. And I deleted the stream, by the way. You can't find it because it was so bad. I thought it'd be funny. The idea was to talk to a girl, and like a prank call, I was going to play sound effects, I was going to humiliate her, and I was going to do all that stuff. But fortunately, I just gave up and ended the stream in a half an hour. But pretty much I left a message, and I was like, hey, my name's Chad. I'm 6'4". I'm a rugby player. I got green eyes and blonde hair. I got a swimmer's bod. And I'm looking for a girl that can keep up with me. I'm looking for the real deal. You got to be able to go in public. You got to have a strong sex drive. You got to always want it. You have to be ready for chat. If you're going to leave me a message, you got to say my name so I know you're real. You got to say Chad. If you don't say Chad, then I'm not going to take you seriously. So that was the message pretty much I left. And no girl said my name, by the way, but some girls. And all these girls, by the way, sounded fat and old, and some of them didn't sound like women at all. They sounded like guys. You know what I'm saying? So I was laughing my ass off. Like one girl was like, hey, my name is Katie. I'm 44 years old. It's like, who the fuck would want a 44-year-old old-ass fat busted bitch, man? I mean, some guy does. I mean, there's a girl out there for everybody. That's how many simps we have. But man, oh man. So pretty much I did that, and I was on for like a half an hour, and girls were leaving me messages, but I think you have to pay in order to talk to them, because it would say hit the 2 button to talk to them, and I would hit the 2 button, and then it would like be on hold, and it said this person is talking to somebody else, and I called different lines, and it was the same scam. It was the same girls, and then finally I called this other line, and the girls actually sounded kind of cute, but I think they were webcam porn whores, just trying to get their business started. But regardless, it was kind of funny. But I decided not to keep the stream up. So don't be disappointed as far as the live stream goes, because you didn't miss anything. But there were a few people watching. Only 2 people were chatting, but you didn't miss anything. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, oh yeah, a girl. I was gonna make a video about this, but I decided not to because I've been lazy. And plus, to be honest with you, the fact that only a small percentage of people watch my videos. I mean, once again, 200 people is not bad at all compared to other people. But the fact that I have over 2,000 subs and only a very small percentage of people watch my videos, that's why I'm not that motivated these days. I'm like, what's the point? But I'm still around. But pretty much this girl pushed me at an ATM last week. Now, here's what happened. I walk into a convenience store. I need to take some money out. And this woman is in the parking lot screaming at her kids, this Spanish cunt. And I'm like, whatever. So I walk inside. I go to the ATM. There's two ATMs. There's a guy to the right, and then there's ATM open to the left. And I see a card in there. And I'm like, wait, what is it? And before I can even look, this cunt comes out of nowhere and goes, excuse me. She grabs my arm and just like now she didn't push me. On a scale of 1 to 10, she didn't push me like she wanted to fight me. She didn't like put both hands against my chest and try to knock me over. But she grabbed my arm and pushed me enough. And she did say, excuse me. And I said, you don't got to push me like that. That's all you have to do is say that was your card. I wasn't going to take it. And I did say something. I'm proud of myself. I said something. And as far as recording it goes, I didn't think to record it till later, but it didn't matter because I thought she was going to say something. And then I was seething mad. I was like really fucking pissed. And then when I walked out to the parking lot, I saw her man, this fat Spanish dude with braids. He looked like an obese Sean Paul. He was in the car with their kids. And I wish I had pepper spray. I would have maced the guy, even though it's not his fault, for just being with her. But I'm about to just start carrying mace because these bitches, man, they literally think it's like we're in a nightclub. Like, that's one thing when someone pushes you in a nightclub because, everybody's drinking, the music is loud, you got people acting like assholes to be in character, whether they are or not, and then this fucking bitch comes over and just fucking, like, she didn't push me hard, but still, she, like, put her hand on me, and it's like, relax. I said if I picked your card up and I was putting it away in my pocket, but I didn't even know what it was at first. I was just looking like, what is this? And you left it in the fucking machine. That's your problem. If your kid was driving you crazy and you left it in there, that happens, but that's not my fault. You made the mistake, so fuck you. I hope you're dead already, and that's all I can say. There's not much else really to talk. Oh yeah, Dr. Dre. I was also going to make a video about this, but you guys already know. Frickin', Dr. Dre won his divorce settlement. His gold-digging ex-wife tried to sue him for either $1 million or $1 billion for her everyday needs. What's that about? Everyday needs. I have to go on shopping sprees every day. She has to buy expensive shoes, expensive bags, expensive makeup, oils, creams, jizz on her face. She has to spend all this money, pretty much, that's what everyday needs is. Buy multiple cars, buy herself a car, buy herself a house so she can get fucked over the place now that she's single. That's what. Nope, you got denied. It's rare that we all know that men get fucked in court, but this is a rare circumstance where a guy actually fucking wins something, which is like, go MGTOW, bros. You know what I'm saying? And I guess the last thing I'll pretty much say, and this episode might be shorter than usual, and once again, only when I got a couple things on my mind, that's when I bust out an episode, so don't worry. But I always talk about friendship once in a while, and you guys, the thing is, like, right now it's COVID, so we're still, people are still hanging out and stuff like that, and especially in like Austin, Texas. I watch live streams from Austin, Texas, and Arizona, and it makes me jealous that I don't live there, because people are hanging out, they're not wearing their mask, even though it's not safe to do that, and they're just living life. Everything's open, and here it's like everything's still fucking closed. Here on the East Coast, they're thinking about closing things for good. I miss just doing stand-up comedy. I've been going on stage for about 7 months. I'm depressed about that. And then even though the comedians I know, they're not really like friends, they're comedy friends. We only hang out at the comedy club. Pretty much, like I get bitter and I get jealous sometimes. I don't have friends. And the problem is nobody takes friendship seriously. I've had people say before, oh, I love you, man. I love you and I care about you. And then they're only saying that in the moment because they're bored and you're around. And then they either talk bad about you behind your back or, whatever. They come and go. And the problem is everyone treats friends like it's just like a Facebook. That's the problem. We live in this Facebook, MySpace. Well, MySpace is old, but you know what I mean. This Facebook Instagram generation where people just consider you a number. You're not a person, anybody. You're just a number. And that's all you are. You're not really a person. And people just treat you like a commercial in life. They just come and go. They disappear. And you think, what happened to that one person? Like this one dude, when this pandemic first happened, I shit you not, this motherfucker was calling me like every day. He would text me or call me to the point where I had to say to him, yo, bro, I'm not trying to be a dick to you, but how did you go from months without talking to me to all of a sudden calling me or texting me every day? Like, I'm not trying to be a dick, but what's up? And he went, oh, I know, man, but I got some ideas and blah, blah. And then the last 2 months, I haven't heard from him. So I guess he got a job or something, or he got a girlfriend, but that's the problem, man. People just come and go, but that's life, and that's for me. But anyways, this is going to be a short episode right here, and I'm still going to be around, popping up. I still post a decent amount of content on my channel, and that's the thing. You say you're going to take a break, and then people turn on you and go, oh man, this guy, I'm going to unsubscribe, and it's like, go fuck yourself. I mean, there's millions of black pill channels now, and it's like, I've only have a small number of subscribers. I mean, 2,000 sounds like a lot, but it's really not. I mean, I care about the views. I don't care about the subs. And I only have a small number of views. But listen, it's all good. I'm not going to cry about it. But yeah, I'm trying to keep myself busy and shit. And that's it. And I hope you folks aren't jerking your penises off too hard there. Be careful. Don't make the skin come off. That's dangerous. There's a bad joke for you. And yeah, I'll be seeing you guys around. Pod Jak'd.